is a franchise company. So it comes from a franchise and distribution company. The distillery you consume, the water you consume comes from there. The courier guy, which is coming to you from any courier company, is actually a franchise business. The car you're driving to a gas station is a franchise, and the car you bought from is a franchise, and taking to service is also a franchise. So franchise technically is impacting all your life. You're consuming all day some form of franchise coming to you. So this industry is very large, and why it is becoming more and more large? Because it solves two big problems. One is consumer problem. Consumer always likes brands because brands brings in assurance and quality. So they always like brands. So more and more our consumer is becoming aware. They want to consume only brands. I can tell you in 5 years, a maid coming to your home would also be through a franchise company. A gardener coming to your home would also become franchised because you want quality, you want standardization, you want a better service. So franchising is going on a hockey stick growth from a consumer demand viewpoint. Now, the second thing is what I love is that it brings in a huge amount of value for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, when they want to start a business, like every home has somebody in India who wants to start a business. Now you have two choices. One, you can do a startup of your own, which has higher risk. You have no knowledge. And most of the times people are doing first-time business, which means in India, 60% of all startups are first-time business buyers. They've never done business in life. So franchising becomes much more an advantage because you're now partnering with something which is already proven. So for these two reasons, India has become already the second largest marketplace for franchising in the world. And I can tell you in next 10 years, we will be the number one marketplace from operating systems, not maybe from a system sales, but from operating systems and the concepts available in franchising in the market like India would become the marketplace. So now, if you have come to this seminar, I'm sure all of you have joined this seminar not for understanding why franchising and what is happening and so on. You all have joined in because you want to know, is there an opportunity for you in this? That's why you've come here. You want to really look at an opportunity for yourself. So whenever anybody comes to me, and I started Franchise India 26 years back with this problem solving, I knew that there was nobody in the market which can actually help you start a business, guide you through how you should start a business, right? There are many people, if you want to buy a property, there are 1 million property brokers. If you want to buy a stock market, any product, there is another 1 million. But if you want to buy an active business, there is nobody able to guide you because it's a complex process. So if anybody comes to me and say, I want to buy a business, I want to start a new career and start my entrepreneurial journey, how should I do that? I always say, find these 4 before you find out an opportunity. The first point is the opportunity itself, what I call the total addressable market. Is there a large addressable market in this country and will continue to grow? Ask yourself, a country like India, which has now become the largest population, which is becoming richer, and people are becoming much more entrepreneurial. The mindset has become startup mindset. I was called in a business school, I think it was ISB in Hyderabad, and I was speaking there, and I asked the kids who were in the class, and I said, how many of you want to become an entrepreneur? Answer was 70% people raised hand. They didn't want to do a job. They want to become an entrepreneur. So I asked the balance 30% and say, you don't want to become an entrepreneur? The answer was, we also want to become an entrepreneur, but we will take maybe a 3, 4, 5 years of experience and then start an entrepreneur. Which means it was 100% by mindset. Everybody wanted to start a business. This is a generation coming, which is a great thing. And that's what we feel, that the addressable market for startup and franchising in this country is larger than any part of the world. We did a small company. I'm very proud of that company called Tea Time out of, again, Andhra, Telangana. Now they run about 4,500 franchisees for small tea shop. Now, Amul runs 15,000 franchisees for their Amul stores. Mother Dairy runs another 4,000 odd stores and centers. These are great examples of creating thousands of entrepreneurs who run and operate their small business, and then they multiply their small business. So the addressable market in India is so very big, bigger than any part of the world. We are addressing the largest marketplace. So that's one part. And also, this has come to advantage because people are now having more access to capital and they are able to start a business. And businesses Franchise India offers today can start from as small as 2 lakh rupees. We are rather doing a first opportunity this time, which is becoming a travel company's franchise partner with 35,000 rupees. right? Where in the world you can start your own business with 35,000 rupees, as small as that, and we have opportunities to 300 crores. So, and even higher than that, when you start a, say, super specialty hospital or a five-star hotel, the franchise would be very, very expensive. So anything, this is a huge spectrum which we offer. And this is where I started business from. I said, there was a huge opportunity of people seeking help and there was nobody in the market. And how can we really come in? And Franchise India was born with this problem solving. So opportunity, the first part is the opportunity is very big and very large. The second is you have to understand the business model. Is the business model I'm trying to get into? What is our business model? Our business model is very straight. There are people who want to seek new opportunities, businesses. They have money, but they don't know what to do. And here are companies and brands and opportunities who are seeking investors. What we do is we bring these two together. It looks very simple, but it's not that simple, right? It looks very simple that I can do that, because how do you build a portfolio of brands? Today, Franchise India has 14,000 brands listed. 800 brands are exclusive with us that only we can do franchising for them. And these are large companies, from the multinational companies to Indian large corporates, all top corporates you take, and also a lot of startups and promising concepts. So to aggregate this portfolio is impossible. It takes impossible effort. It took us 26 years to build that reputation and aggregation of this portfolio. And these portfolios are 800 contracts which are exclusive with us, where we are representing that, which means when you become an independent franchise consultant, you represent all these 800 companies in your city and say, if you want to buy this brand, you have to come to me. So that's an advantage. That's one bank which we fill. The second bank is an investor bank. And this is where I'm more proud of, because this is even more difficult. You can still copy paste my brands while you not get the contracts, but where would you get the investors? It has taken Franchise India almost 500 crore of advertising investment to build our equity, where people recognize Franchise India as a place where they can go and seek help if they're looking to franchise. This has taken us to do almost 1,200 events. Sonia and I did 4,000 webinars live in just COVID period. This all investment has brought in 1 crore plus investor in our database, which recognize Franchise India, that this is a market, this is a company which can help. Now it becomes simple, little simple, because you have this bank and you have this bank, and what you need is methodology. And over the years, we have mastered that methodology. When you look at a business model, you have to look at two things. One, proven business model. Is there a business model being actively done? I can tell you, we are the largest franchise broking company in the world. Rather, we have a quote called, nobody sells more business than Franchise India. This is not just a statement, we mean it, right? So when you become partner with Franchise India, you get a proven business model. Second part is equally important, which you have to also understand, is that, do you have success stories? Because people are not going to buy it to you. Even when you can be the best doctor, but if you've not had a great success in past, people don't want to risk with you, right? When you are a consultant, people come to you and say, have you sold any business in past? And if I said I have sold more franchise than anybody else in the market, then that credibility helps you. So every single IFC partner who joins us, the third day, fourth day, after 3 days of training, and fourth day when you got out, you can go to tell the world that I'm a part of a company which has sold more businesses than that. We work with these companies. These are the companies we've sold. Rather, we have a beautiful directory which we can share with you, where we publish every single brand which we've sold. And these are all top brands in the market. So there's a huge amount of credibility which comes with this business model. So second is business model. And third is growth. Is there a growth in this business? There is Mr. Kamlesh, you are raising hand. If you have a question, you can ask on the Q&A box. Keep asking your questions on the Q&A box. Growth is also very important. How this market looks like. Look at the market like India. So we are just developing the market, right? And and the market is just started to grow, and it will go to the next level, both by affordability of a business and also for people to easy financing. All this is going to get better and better. So which means that we will do a 10x growth of what we're doing if we get better loans and we better affordability for people to invest on that. And I'm seeing this drastic change. When I started 26 years back, they were very, very small transaction numbers. And first 5 years, it was slow. Next 5 years, it got better. But now what we're doing in every single passing year is much bigger than what we did in 5-10 years in past. So the scale of growth, and it's also proportionately linked to our economy. Our economy has done phenomenally well. In COVID, we were sitting at $2.7 trillion. We added $1 trillion in just 2 years. That's why when our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister says that I will be a 5 trillion economy, he knows where the numbers are coming from, because our growth cycles are very high. So franchising is proportionate to India's growth cycle. Is exactly because it's directly proportionate to consumption. As consumption grows, we will grow. The last is, which is very important for a consulting business. Is it a business which you can tell yourself that I will be able to do for next 10, 15, 20 years? 100%. I am not done 26 years. My overall business career is 31 years. I can easily say, if I want to do, if my health allows me to work next 30 years in franchising, I can do that. Because this industry is not going anywhere. This is continue to grow there, and we have a leadership in this space. So friends, this is a very, very strong opportunity. But I also tell you, it's not for everyone. Why we do this webinar? Because we want to really select and handpick people who have the DNA to become a great consultant. Because everybody cannot be consultant. Everybody cannot be committed to this. Sometimes it's too demanding. You have to all the time see clients, meet people, and so on and so forth. So when people ask me, say, what are the 3-4 qualities of a good consultant? First is commitment of time. Because look, if I give you a little example, a lot of people come and say, I want to become an IFC with you, and what is the return on investment for me, right? You'll be shocked. I said, this is not a return on investment business, because when you become a consultant with us, you have to only pay 4.5 lakh rupees, which Sanjay would take you through. And your expectation might be that you want to make 4.5 lakh rupees every month. There is no business in the world which gives you this ROI. So which means this is not a conventional ROI business. My consultants make even 10 lakh rupees a month, 15 lakh rupees a month, right? So it is not that you invest 4.5 lakh rupees, you make 15 lakh or 10 lakhs. It looks like dream come true. But this is not a conventional ROI business. Conventional ROI business are distribution business. Like if I take a distribution of a company, let's say Unilever, and I put 2 crores, I can make 17, 18, 19% of my capital, right? That's what you're going to make. That's what distribution business is. That's what capital business is. Return on investment businesses. Our business is return. We also have ROI, but 2 different ROI. One is return on intelligence, how much intelligence you bring in, which means that you continue to build your knowledge. And second is return on involvement, how involved you are. So if you want to be a successful consultant, you need to have these 2 ROIs. And if you know that these 2 exist with you, then you can be a good consultant. Second, you are always networking, because we connect the dots. Consultants connect dots. They find opportunities to connect with somebody else, right? That's what you do. You're sharp enough to network all the time. Third, you're extremely persistent. There is nothing powerful than persistence to me when you want to become a consultant, right? You need to follow the deal to the last. And sometimes it becomes difficult, it drags, it's structured, but you need to follow that. You want to be a great deal maker. You don't want to leave the deal on the table, right? And fourth, you don't go to bed every day unless until you learn something new. It's extremely, extremely important, because we have so many industries, so many different industries. Their business models are different, their financial models are different, their offering is different, the founder story is different. How do you really make yourself constantly intelligent that you are able to give people right advice? So if you ask yourself honestly, without even being pressured by anything, and say, can I do this? And this is my passion. Like for me, this is my passion. I have many businesses, and I can tell you some businesses don't even require me and they give great return, but I don't like them. I mean, I've invested them because they're great investment products, but I don't want to put my time into this. What I like putting time into this is consulting. I love it. You can wake me up in 3 o'clock in the night and say, let's discuss on this model. I would love to work on that, because that excites me. And that's where I keep pushing with my team. Get me along with the teams, clients. I want to meet more and more clients because that's what my business is. If I'm sitting in dumb boardrooms and not meeting my clients, I'm not a consultant. I don't enjoy that. So if you ask yourself that, do you really enjoy this, what you want to do? If you really want to help people to become an entrepreneur, what do we do? When you become an independent franchise consultant, you do three things. First, you tell people that, look, you're a start your own business specialist. Now, this is a very powerful statement. You go anywhere and tell somebody that you're a start your own business specialist. You said it all. And good part is that nobody else does it. You go to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, there are many management gurus. There are management gurus, other gurus, and they say, what do they say? They say, we can grow your business. Have you come across anybody who says, I will get you in business? There's nobody. There's so many of them who want to grow your business. Somebody wants to grow your sales. Somebody wants to help you with technology. Somebody wants to do this. Somebody wants to do that. They're all right, but nobody gets you in business. When we go out and we say, we will get you in business, we are start your own business specialist, and there is no one. I can challenge, you have no organization which has a slightest of the capability to get you in business. So which means if you become a specialist, you're the only one. There's nobody, right? So that's one you do. Second, you go to businesses and enterprises and corporates and say, we can scale your business. We on one side, we work with enterprises like Tata Sons and their formats. Another side, we work with the small tea shop guy, because both have one thing common: they want to grow. The large corporations want to grow. Even the small startup wants to grow. So we are very rightly positioned because we bring franchise as a scale strategy and help businesses grow. And the third thing, which is also very powerful and very, very powerful tool, is helping people exit the business. Every entrepreneur, every business owner, after 3, 4, 5 years, become fatigued. They want to find a buyer to exit. You have a legacy business, you don't have children following up the business, and you want to exit. Then also you want to exit. You have dispute with your partner, you want to exit. You want to diversify, you want to exit. You want to go overseas and settle down, and you want to sell your business. And the sad part is, when you decide to sell your business, you cannot even tell your employees. You cannot tell your vendors. You cannot tell your creditors. You cannot tell anyone. You need a professional to be called and say, can you help me to sell this business? And we exactly do that. We value you and put in the market and get you a buyer. How we can do that? Because we have the same investor, remember, which came to us for business, starting a business. I show him two things: running business, a new business. He can make a choice. Because we have investor, this becomes easy for us with the same database. So friends, this is a phenomenal opportunity. As I said, it's not for everyone. We don't approve every candidate. And so before I go to the last point, what kind of support we provide to make you ready and go to market when you start your career as an independent franchise consultant, I'll ask one question, which you have to answer me on the Q&A box. And Vijay, I will happy to discuss with you in Hindi also, but because people join from all markets, especially my friend Sakti is there, who's from Chennai. I'm actually sitting in Chennai. He's sitting in Baku. I'm sitting in his city. And he's taken his team for a holiday to Baku, and I'm actually in Chennai now, doing his role. So in obviously South India, people sometimes don't understand, so I stick to English, but obviously Hindi I can speak. So if I can ask you a question, give me an answer. What defines you? If you're a professional, write P. Just write P, so I know you're a professional, which means that you're working for somebody. If write B, if you're a business owner, if you're doing some entrepreneurial journey, write B. If write MC, if you're any kind of management consultant, you're a management consultant, you're a coach, you are a consultant, you are a trainer, any kind of professional service you do, right? MC. And if you are in a career change, which means that you've done whatever you want to do, now you want to do a new thing. You're in a career change, right? C. Very simple choices: P for professional, B for business owner, MC for management consultant, and C for career change. Just give me this answer and let me see who's answered first. So Kenny Peter is the first one to answer. And so Kenny, Manish is also C. Kenny is also C. C is actually a greatest time. In my life, one time for some reason, I was not out of career or business, but there was a time where I moved myself to US, and for a few months, I had time to myself. I never got that 3 months in life again, right? So I always very, 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 very busy and always on a treadmill, they call it. When you are C, it is the greatest time because you can make the choices you never able to make. You can really do something which you always wanted to, right? So it's actually a great time. You should enjoy that. And so let me see who else has come. Jaspreet Kaur is an MC. Jaspreet, you would understand what I am talking about in terms of consulting. Anish is again a C. A lot of others have not written. Sanjay Saab is another C. And keep seeing the team. You can also see who's written. And others also should write. Sometimes people don't engage, when they come to webinars like this. But I always like people who engage because they, to me, do two things. One, they say, I'm interested, which means anything you do, why are you putting time? If you're not even interested to know knowledge, you don't want to give questions and you want to take more knowledge of this. Even if you do it, don't do it, that's okay. But you want to tell somebody that, look, I'm keen about what you're saying. Second, they also have an art to engage. And that's very important in consultants. Right? Consultants find a way to engage, right? And so, friends, this is a great opportunity. Arshdeep, also welcome. Arshdeep, Anish Mahajan, welcome. So both of them also written. So friends, as I said, this is not for everyone, but we're very keen to have high quality partners with us. And we provide all support to them. I call the most MOST. M stands for mentoring. Mentoring of each partner, especially the first 3, 4, 5 months for them to do go-to market is a very important part. O stands for opportunity. The fourth day of your stepping out of our training, after 3 days of training, you will have opportunities which you can take to the market. S stands for sport. All the faces you're seeing on the screen are there to work with you, go to your client meetings, do meetings for entire thing. And starting from me, all the time, we just do joint meetings because it gives you examples, understand what needs to be done. That's S. And the T stands for training. Training is a critical part of this. And there's a full 3-day training at our headquarters where we host you. We host you for the complete training and you get certified and become a consultant with us. And these are extensive training. These are almost 30 hours of extensive training for you. And we can happy to share the modules of training, what you really get through. Barsha Khan, welcome. So Basha Khan, welcome. So friends, as I said, this is a great opportunity. I'll now bring in Sanjay Bhatt to really take you through the model. Spend time with our cluster heads, people who are in your region. They would also reach out to you. And then if you're really keen, then they would organize my meeting with you to really ask each other questions. You can ask me as difficult questions you want to do. I have 150 IFC partners and they all like my family. And you can also meet some of our IFC partners. That's not a problem. Any partner you can meet to know how they did it, how they were successful. And don't join if you don't have a serious outlay of this. I don't like people to come and say, oh, because I have my own contacts, I can bring this entire thing. I don't like that. Come with this as a serious opportunity. If you think that you want to make anything from a 3 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees a monthly, then only join. Because then only you will do justice to what you do. And we will be also happy to engage with you because we also invest a lot with every single IFC partner. It's just not training. We give you minimum 50 leads every single month qualified. So which means that you don't have to really worry about where to start. I give you brands and I give you investors. You don't have to do any of these things. What you need to do is just bring these two together and make a business sense out of it. So friends, thank you very much. As I said, I'm on my tour in Chennai. So I'm in middle of a few meetings. I will pass it on to Sanjay to take this presentation up. And team, if you can reach out to all the people who joined in, talk to them, understand where they're coming from, qualify them, explain them, maybe invite them to our offices. So our offices are spread across India. Like Sakti has an office in Chennai. Varsha is having a beautiful office in Pune. She works out of a World Trade Center in Pune. Tasim has office in Hyderabad. Rajveer has a beautiful office in Andheri East. So he can invite you to come down to our offices, see our infrastructure. Sanjay sits out of headquarters in Delhi. So, and we have other offices of the cities, Chandigarh, Ahmedabad, all major markets, Calcutta. We have all our direct offices. So friends, we love to host you, invite you for a coffee or a tea, whatever you prefer. And then we'll take the discussion ahead. So thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate you taking time out. And over to you, Sanjay.
Thank you very much, sir. And we will take another 15 minutes, friends. Please be there, and we'll take a few slides, and rest of the information our divisional heads will speak to you one-on-one. And in this, what first slide says, what is franchising? As we discuss what is franchising overall, it's $4.7 trillion industry. So this all we have learned about franchising by sector. We have seen today everything we consume is coming from franchise companies. So whether it is health, whether it is financial services, whether it is pet care, whether it is hotels, hospitals, home care products, there's a lot of from auto now. Auto industry is also growing. Like we have EV vehicles, charging stations, right? Everything is coming from franchise. Now retail is a very big category. Franchising is a part of retail industry. Now, related to children, there are a lot of things which are coming, healthcare, a lot of gyms which are only for kids, and a lot of things which is for kids. This can be a birthday parties, and there are a lot of cafes, kiosk models, takeaways, large fine dining restaurants, and also there are some B2C services, and also a lot of maintenance services, direct to home services, which are all franchise. So this is all we learned, because franchising is by far the largest industry today, and everyone who is looking forward to grow has to franchise, has to come into franchise, because that's the only viable way and model to expand to new markets, to go to new markets and open new franchise stores, because no company is looking forward to invest from the company side. Even you might have heard Bata have opened all the stores. I'm talking about 12 years back. Till 12 years back, Bata has opened all company-owned stores. This is a COCO model, company-owned, company-operated. These are all company-owned model, would mean that company where they invested and opened the outlets. But now, last 12 years, Bata is offering franchise outlets, franchise stores, and exclusive with Franchise India. Likewise, you name any brand, Franchise India have done that part, please. So that's what franchising is all about. But today, what we offer is tablet. It stands for technology. T stands for technology, would mean that once you become our partner, we give you technology. We help you with CRM. CRM, all database will come into CRM. We'll create your Franchise India domain email address. That will be franchiseindia.in email address, so that you discuss, communicate, and everything with all your clients with Franchise India domain. So you become Franchise India licensed partner, and you become Franchise India brand in your city. A stands for access of infrastructure, as we discussed. You can use our offices, not for only meetings, full day also you can come. You can use our office in any city you are. It is open and free for you. B stands for brand. So we have, as I said, that we have around 800 brands which are exclusively mandated to us, agreement-wise. These are all available for you. Though when you join, we create your brand portfolio as per your market, as per your background, your profile. We'll help you that these are the brands you should drive initially. Then other brands are also with you. We have a complete fundamentals and process, how to drive and how to create a model for you. That's a IFC business model, which we will be talking about in the training program. And we will help support you which brands are actually good for your market and your profile as well. It is that we can create brand portfolio. We call it as 330-300 formula, which we discuss in the training program. L stands for leads. So as we discussed, minimum 50 leads is guaranteed leads, but that's not enough. These are investor database, investor leads coming to your CRM every month, which is minimum. But we also give you brands, as we discussed. And once you have brands, we create your portfolio, then we will give you brand leads also, the particular brand lead. So we have campaign on. We do a lot of marketing, generate leads for you for that particular brand. We have who have applied for that particular brand, which you drive from your city. You can choose to have one city. You can choose to have multiple cities also to drive any particular brand. And we have no territory barrier. Everything is open, and you can go to other cities also to meet investors anywhere to uh, use our event format and drive the brands. E, as I said, it is events. So we are event company. So every month we have around 20 to 25 events, which are business meets wherein we invite investors, we invite brands, uh, and then we do the business there. So all my IFC partners are coming to that event. You can choose to drive any brand in other city also, but largely in your cities, all events you participate, and we bring in brands, we bring in investors, and we do all the marketing, generate leads, venue cost, every marketing support from Franchise India. But it is easily and free accessible to all our IFC partners. No investment from any partner for us. T stands for training. As we discussed, there's a 3 days extensive training in our franchise house, which is in Franchise India corporate office. That is every month. So there's a batch which is coming to our training program, wherein you get certificate and license and 3 days complete training, wherein our chairman is also 1 full day dedicatedly working with you hand in hand and give you complete understanding on the model and the fundamentals and the processes, what we do and what we have. And because of which we have 26 years proven business and a trusted advisory firm. That's how we have become trusted advisory firm. So we will give you complete understanding on franchising, product wise also, but there are some lot of other understanding also, because we have a lot of diversified businesses also. We will make you to meet our business heads, as we discussed that we have not only Franchise India do not have only Indian opportunities which are domestic. We also have international opportunities. We have Front Global, one of our international arm of the business, wherein we take Indian companies to international level, and then international companies also we make them to enter into Indian market. So that's Front Global who helps in this category. So we also give you understanding about all the businesses that we have. This is a 3 days extensive training which we do conduct every month in our office. Now, what is the proposed structure of IFC? When you join, when you become an IFC partner with us, you have to enter and join at entry level. So entry level is the first criteria. There is no option. We can go to the higher opportunity. We can go for master or pro. We have to join as an IFC partner at basic level. So then you once hit 15 lakh rupees revenue or 15 deals, as we are into deals, we are into transaction business. So we help investor and brand to get tie-up, right? And that becomes the deal. So if you hit 15 lakh revenue or 15 deals, whichever come early in a year, you will grow and become our IFC elite member. Then you become pro member once you hit 50 lakh rupees or 30 deals, and accordingly then master when you hit 1 crore, which can come in 1 year or 2 year also. But when you hit first 15 lakh rupees business, it can be in the first month. It is a gross business to Franchise India. It is not your earning potential. It is not your payout. It is Franchise India business. Suppose through you, if there is any deal which is closed, it can be a 20 lakh rupees business to Franchise India. That becomes your revenue, and you become our IFC elite member. It can be in 1 month or 2 months also. And once you hit 50 lakh rupees business, it can be 3 months also. You become pro member, and then master may take a year or so. But if you are involved, why this growth ladder? Because our every partner who joins us is unique. Someone is putting up 3 hours in a day, someone is putting up 4 hours a day, someone is putting 8 hours a day. And now we have got a lot of partners who are full-time there, and they are engaging with the investors, with the brands, and they are putting up more time. That is where we discuss it is return on involvement. It is not return on investment. It is a return on involvement, because more involved you are, more growth will come to you faster. And if you are increasing your intelligence, if you are doing the brand trainings and in the regularly, so you become champion of brands. You have a lot of knowledge now about brands, and you can immediately go to investors and talk about those brands and get connected with the brands which we are on the panel. So we are very in this format, wherein all brands with us are ready and available every time to us for getting that deals closed, right? So we have to connect. We have to do just the connect, and that's where the brand will come in picture and will give complete understanding to our investors. But as a consulting practice, as a consultants, as a advisor, we need to increase our knowledge on each day. So that's where it is return on intelligence. So more intelligence with you, more training with you means it will create more value to you, and then your value will go up and your fees will go up, because we don't work free. So consultants, the first criteria is we don't work for free to anyone. If you're working with investor, we charge for that. If we work with brand, we charge for that. So that's what the fees comes to us. But fees would be depending on your intelligence. Fees will be depending on your training and how intelligent you are, what kind of knowledge you have. That's how fees will go also up. Now, what you get once you become elite member, once you become pro member, and why you should move faster to become my master member, how it is going to change your payout structure. It is in my second slide now. That is payout structure for all my IFC partners. When you join as an IFC basic. Now, this IFC basic will give you 40% share. We are 60% shareholder. You are becoming like 40% share. Now, 40% of what? As an example, we'll talk about these IA, IAS, BS, and BD. Just for your information, we are working with two communities. One is the investor community, which we just discussed, that people who are looking forward to invest, looking forward to start a new business. It can be 5-10 lakh rupees also. It can be 5 crore also. So these are all investors who are looking forward to invest and start a new business. We call them investors or franchisees later, but initially it's our investors. So I stands for investor. When you see I, it is investor. When you see brand, other than we are working with all businesses, brands, that becomes B. B also brand. I stands for investor. So what is IA and IS, which is two parts of the investor side of it. So we work with investors and we charge them, because we do not work free. If we take investor on board and investor want us to find a right opportunity for him, then as a consultant, we charge him. So there's an investor acquisition fee, which is an investor registration fees, which we charge, and then we start servicing. Then we start finding a right opportunity for each investor. So when we take on board, it becomes IA, investor acquisition charge. That is minimum 25,000 rupees, which we charge. And then we start servicing. And then it becomes investor servicing fees, because when we do the deal, when we are making this investor to meet brands as per the requirement, and one brand which we are finalizing, which we are just closing, that deal, then investor has to pay us investor servicing fees. And that becomes minimum 50,000 rupees from the investor side. So first part was 25,000, and 25,000 rupees, why we charge? Because this investor is looking forward up to 20 lakh rupees opportunity. If there's an investment, he's looking up to 20 lakh rupees, then minimum charges is onboarding fees is 25,000. So the way it goes up, suppose investment goes 20 to 50 lakh, 50 lakh to 1 CR, 1 CR to 2 CR, or 2 CR and above, then IA fees, which is a registration fees, IA acquisition fees, is also going up. But the minimum is 25,000 rupees we charge. So I'll just calculate only on the minimum, which is right there, and the maximum can be anything you once you explore with investor. So once we are taking this investor fee, which is as minimum as 25,000, and then we start servicing, we get deal done, we charge servicing fees, because then we are serviced. Investor has to pay us minimum 50,000 servicing fees. B stands for brands. BS means brand servicing fee. And brand servicing fee would mean when we are selling any franchise to any investor, when this deal is done, that brand is also paying us a success fees that becomes brand success fees. Now, this brand success fees is depending on the opportunity to opportunity. Separate brands have got different business brand success fees. It is as low as 2 lakh rupees because if there is a total investment of suppose 20 lakh, 30 lakh rupees or 50 lakh, then it also varies. It goes to 2 lakh to 3 lakh to 4 lakh, 5 lakh. and it also goes 10, 15, 20 lakh rupees also in bigger deals. We have master model available, we have unit model available. So as per the deal, we have also brand success fees already fixed in the agreement when we take brand on board. It is already fixed, so there is no worry because we have everything contractually done. Everything is there in the agreement. It's just the moment you do a deal, we send the invoice, and as per the agreement, when we do the brand on board, that's what BD is talk about. BD is brand development, and when we talk of business development, that's brand onboarding. So this brand onboarding would mean this is new brand when we take on board. So would mean that time we will have two parts financially. One part is brand onboarding fees. Second would be when we sell a franchise, that time they will pay us a BS, that's brand servicing fees. Again, onboarding and selling a franchise, both ways. Likewise, we have done an investor side. We have onboarding fees, which is IA, and then servicing fees, which is IS. So two components from investor side, two components from brand side. So altogether, if I can give you an example on the basic level, let's assume that you get a lot of leads. Now you do only 10 onboarding for investors, because one side you are working with investors, and once you are taking 10 investors on board, would mean this they will pay you 25,000 rupees each. So this becomes 2.5 lakh. Your share is 40%. Just to give you complete understanding on this, I'll repeat. If you do 10 onboarding investors, each will pay you 25,000. That becomes 2.5. Of that 2.5 lakh rupees, your share becomes 40%, because 2.5 lakh rupees will come to franchise in the account, and your payout will be 40%. That is 1 lakh. At the same time, all these 10 investors you have to service, because then we all will help you to find a right opportunity for that each investor. It can be materialized in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months also. Sometimes it takes 15 days also, but sometimes it takes 2-3 days also. And when we close, and that time there is a servicing fees, which is 50,000 rupees each investor is going to pay you for servicing that investor. Now, again, the same investor is paying you 50,000 rupees each, would mean all 10 will pay you 50 into 10 is 5 lakh rupees. That comes to Franchise India through you, and you take share of 40% of this 5 lakh. Means you take 2 lakh rupees, which is 40% of 5 lakh becomes 2 lakh. That's your payout. So from the same investor, you have taken first 1 lakh, then you take 2 lakh. And at the same time, whichever brand is getting closed, whichever you sell a business to any investor, so brand will also pay you a success fees, which can be as low as 2 lakh, or sometimes it is 3 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh. As I said, it is fixed in the agreement, but depends on the opportunity to opportunity. Let's assume it's a minimum of 2 lakh rupees each. All these are getting the lowest form of the franchisees, which are not so highly expensive, who are 1 crore, 2 crore. We are talking about some low cost opportunities who are paying us 2 lakh rupees each. It's just an example. So all these 10 investors who have been now got a franchisee through us, brand will pay us a success fees. It may be 1 month, 2 month, or 4 month also, but it becomes your booked business that time. So each brand will pay you 2 lakh rupees minimum. So would mean all 10 investors who have got franchisee through you, brand will pay us success fees for each closure, each deal. So if it is as low as 2 lakh each minimum, that becomes 20 lakh rupees, because 10 into 2 lakh becomes 20 lakh rupees is the revenue which is coming to Franchise India. And your share is again 40% of that 20 lakh rupees, which becomes 8 lakh. So if you calculate what you have done, you have taken 10 investors on board. These 10 investors you can repeat every month, and there is no criteria that you will not do 20, you will not do 5, you will not do 6. It is your choice how you are going to make it. That's why our business is return on involvement. So more involved you are, more business will come to you. So overall, if you talk about these 10 investors who are registered with you, have given you 1 lakh, 2 lakh, and 10 lakh. 8 lakh. 8, 2, and 1 is 11 lakh rupees total. And this can be repeated every time, every month. So sometimes you do 2 investors, you will get as low as you can calculate. If you get two deals in a month, so you can calculate how it is going to happen. And but if you do more investor acquisitions, more investor registration with you, more business is there, because it becomes your short deal, would mean that IS will follow, BS will follow. And at the other hand, if you do brand onboarding, where we help you, you get your own reference, we help you to build up. So we take brand on board, basis on the requirements of the brand. We give the presentation and proposals, which is as low as 7.5 lakh plus GST, then it goes to 15 lakh, then it sorry, then it goes to 40 lakh, and then it goes to 75 lakh. Also, these are four formats of brand onboarding, and minimum is 7.5. Now, for example, you take one brand on board, it is 7.5 lakh. You get 20% of this onboarding fees, which is fixed in all the four parameters. But in elite membership, in first three products, you get 50%. Then at pro, you get 60%. At master, you get 70%. Now understand, you become 70% shareholder, we become 30% shareholder, but we still continue giving you all the leads, all the brands, all the events, and all the lead generation, branding, awareness, everything done by us, marketing, lead generation for any particular brand or particular investor. We do a lot of campaigns, each event. Then there are a lot of businesses also which we do. So everything is coming to you, and you get 70% share. We get 30% share. With your side, no investment. What you have to invest, if you have taken anybody on board with you as a team member, like we are talking about CRM. So CRM, early first you join us, we'll give you one CRM, then it will be adding one more, then two more, three more, four more as you grow, would mean that you have more team members in your team. So if you have 2-3 members, you can give salaries, you can have some office also. Later stage, when you are established, you can take a small office if you want. Otherwise, you are free to use our offices, no investment from your side. But when you build your firm, if you have a team, you take your office also. Let's say at master level, you take your office, you have some team members also, so you get 70%. Means if you are doing 10 lakh rupees revenue in a month, only 10 lakh I'm talking about. So you get 7 lakh, we get 3 lakh. So out of 7 lakh, you have only salaries or maybe the office rent or this thing. So it goes, suppose it's a 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees, then also you save 5, 7, 6 lakh rupees in you. But that depends on how you want to structure it. But initially at base level, there's no need of having an office. There is no need of having teams. You establish, you bring in, and we help, support, and completely do process as we have offices, as we have teams. So everybody is there to support further, to make you, completely stable, and then you can build your teams also. So this is how we have the format. But I know this is webinar. This is a one-sided webinar wherein you don't have option of asking questions, option of discussing or putting up any cross-check, cross-question. We will come back to you, or all heads will come back to you. They have one-on-one meeting with you, give you more understanding on this. You have any question, they will run through the presentation again with you. You can come to our office, have a meeting, and they will give you complete understanding on each product, each part of it, and what is going to take you to become our partner. That is only 4.5 lakh rupees as GST, as our license fees. That is one-time license fees. Then there's a 3-year of agreement which we have with you, and all 3 years there is no investment from your side, no investment towards marketing, towards lead generation, to events. All events we create for you. We will invest in the venues. We will have 5-star hotels, and all the leads, all the investors, all the brands is our responsibility. And also to make you do business at the show is from our side. So our teams will also fly. They will also come to the event. This all investment is going to be done by us. And then you can use our platform. All business will come to you, and you have to be present in that. And as a consultant, when you consult an investor, when you sit, you discuss what is your requirement. And as per the requirement, we give the solution, and we have all businesses. Any brand who is offering franchise, we can get that for our registered investor. But if it is not registered, then we will not put our time, because it takes a lot of time, engagement also, but we don't do it free. So what we do, we onboard investors, and then we give a complete solution to each investor as per the requirement. That's what our team will do. But we will have one-on-one discussion with you. But since today, in the interest of time, we have to sign off for today. But we will soon get in touch with each one of you. Since you have given a lot of time today, we respect that, and we would also put our vote of thanks to each one of you from our side, our team side. And before we sign off today, we will look forward to have a one-on-one meeting and discussion with you. Then we have a process. Selection process is there. There is a 10 minutes selection call, rather intro call with our chairman one-on-one personal, wherein he may have some questions and you can also have some questions. If we select each other, if we select you, you select us, if this is the opportunity you feel, then we will take it up further. If we feel that this is not a suitable opportunity for you, you may not be a good advisor in this form, it will not be a good opportunity for you, for sure. We will also assist you to help and support you what is best for you. Any opportunity you are looking at, any other opportunity you may be looking for maybe 50 lakh rupees investment in any of the stream, any of the category, we will help you to design that. We will help you to get that opportunity for you, because our business is very, very low opportunity, low cost, but highly rewarding. But as we said, it's not for everyone. So let's select each other. Let's see who is there, who is having passion for starting up consulting practice and become the brand franchise India. And we are also looking forward for those professionals to join us. So till then, look forward to have one-on-one discussion, and we'll sign off for today. So vote of thanks from all our team members. Over to you, team.
Thank you all for joining in. So we will be connecting with you directly soon. So we'll discuss and take you forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, team. Very soon we'll contact you and we'll meet you and we'll solve your whatever questions you have. And till the time, thank you so much.
Thank you for attending an insightful session from our team's side. I hope I can help you further to guide you.
Thank you so much, all of you, for attending this wonderful event. We're looking forward to connect with all of you. And if you have any questions or concerns, we'll be happy to address it.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, everyone, to connect today to attend this webinar. And I'm from the Telangana and AP. I'm going to call you for tomorrow, and I will meet you in person, and I will solve your all the queries if you have any. Thank you.
Absolutely. So before signing up, this is Mr. Manish Balla. Manish ji, sorry, you have raised your hand, but we don't have that option of raising hands. But we will soon get in touch with you. So thank you very much for your time.